Hello, everybody. This is Darren Redmond for Redmond's Wrap Up, brought to you by FHT Sports. It's Friday, November 9th. And as the sun sets in a few hours in the Pacific Northwest, Albertsons Stadium will be the place where the Fresno State Bulldogs, coming in as a 2.5-point favorite, take on the Boise State Broncos, who for the first time since I believe it's 2001 are an underdog at home. A lot has been made of this football game. It's nationally televised. Both teams are rivals. They played in the Mountain West Championship last year. People are talking about what Coach Harrison said last year after winning the Mountain West Championship, basically implying that the Broncos of Boise State pushed around and manhandled Fresno State. I remember something my grandmother in Brooklyn, New York, years ago used to say, and that's, when the winner wins, they could say what they want. When the loser loses, shut up, go away. Remember what they said, and give them hell next time you play. Big Yankee fan she was. Anyway, that's what I think's going into tonight's game. We will hit pause. Thank you very much. We'll get back to the Hockey Guru. That was the Hockey Guru. Things are happening, a lot going on, a lot of sports, and we cover them all. So, what's going to happen tonight? If Boise State is disciplined and doesn't get caught up in the magic that is that blue turf, supposedly, I've never understood it. It's just paint dye, nothing about it, and tries to run the ball directly at the Fresno State defense, they have a chance. This defense is one of the best in college football, the Fresno State defense. They are amazing. Their linebackers are quick to the ball. They play as a unit. Their slants, their stunts, the way that they can drop back in pass coverage after making it appear that they're not doing so. Their monster safeties when they play too deep, all of it. Beautiful hands on their cornerbacks and safeties. Where they might be a little vulnerable is when you run the ball right at them. ISO, delay draws, and on and on. So, if Fresno State prepares for that, and I know Coach Tedford will be doing that, we'll have them ready. And if Coach Harrison on Boise State has the discipline to do that, that I see is the only way, unless there is injuries or some unforeseen turnovers on special teams, that I see Boise has a shot. I don't think Fresno State would blow them out. Why? For two reasons. One, Boise is going to try to do a ball control offense. Now, what I can really see them doing is coming out and making it appear that they're going to run a gun. That they're going to come out and they're going to try to run Fresno State out of the building. But it's deception. So they could try that for a series or two, try to get up by 7 or 10 points, and then they're just going to slow the roll. I think what Fresno State does is almost the same thing in terms of clock management. Do some play action passes. Every once in a while, go deep. You have Keyshawn Johnson, I think one of the best receivers in all of college football. Do some misdirection, because our lateral speed on offense is tremendous as well. Long cadence, drain the clock, because if we get up by 10 to 14 points, I don't see the discipline in Boise State at all to stay true to trying to just run the ball down the field. Slow, methodical. So if both teams are taking that approach, going after that in two different ways, that clock should move quickly, relatively quickly. I see Boise trying to get out of that rhythm and turning the ball over. So what do we think the final score is going to be? I think Fresno State wins this game. I think it stays sort of close late, and by the 8-minute mark in the fourth quarter, it's not Boise with a miracle catch. Rather, it's Fresno State pulling away, winning this game 27-13. And Fresno State fans, Bulldog Stadium had 32,000 in it last year, last home game rather, and we were a top 25 team. Sell that stadium out. This is the best Fresno State football team maybe ever. The 2013 team gets disqualified from that by their heinous performance in San Jose and laying down and not showing up in the bowl game. Tedford will never let that happen. No disrespect to any coaches in the past, Pat Hill, anybody else. So, what do we think is going to happen? 2017 Fresno State victory over Boise State. This is Darren Redmond from Redmond's Wrap-Up. Please remember this. Please, and we're getting some great feedback. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit like, share. It's so important to spread the message. The red wave is not coming. The red wave is here. Fresno State is having a memorable year. Join us for the ride.